What the first letter of your name means will surprise you. Buddhist teachings. Your name is not just a word, it carries meaning, energy, and even a path you may not have noticed. Have you ever thought about what the first letter of your name truly means? According to Buddhist teachings, this simple detail could reveal hidden aspects of your personality, spiritual journey, and even destiny. It might sound unbelievable, but once you understand its significance, you'll never see your name the same way again. Think about it. Why do certain experiences seem to repeat in your life? Could the first letter of your name be connected to the energy shaping your path? In this video, we'll uncover the hidden wisdom behind your name and what it reveals about you. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to learn might change the way you see yourself and the world. Like this video and subscribe to The Journey of Wisdom for more powerful insights. Let's begin. In Buddhist philosophy, even the smallest details of our lives carry meaning. Nothing is random, and everything exists within an intricate web of cause and effect. Your name, something you've carried since birth, is not just a label. It is an energetic signature, a vibration that holds clues about your inner nature, life path, and karmic lessons. The first letter of your name is particularly significant, acting as a doorway into your spiritual essence, shaping both how you experience the world and how the world responds to you. As the Buddha once said, "With our thoughts, we make the world." The same can be said for the energy encoded within our names. Whether consciously or not, it plays a role in guiding our actions, shaping our character, and influencing our personal growth. In Buddhist teachings, names are seen as more than mere words. They are symbols, carrying unseen energies that align with our Dharma, or life's purpose. The initial letter of your name is like the first brushstroke on a canvas. It sets the tone for the entire painting. It reflects both your strengths and the challenges you are destined to face. Understanding the meaning behind it allows you to align with the natural flow of your own energy, rather than resisting it. Think of it like water. It doesn't fight against obstacles, but rather flows around them, adapting yet never losing its essence. If you've ever felt like certain patterns in your life keep repeating, as if some unseen force is shaping your experiences, this could be linked to the energetic vibration of your name. When we start paying attention to these subtle influences, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, our relationships, and even our purpose in this lifetime. 1. If your name begins with the letter R, you carry a restless and dynamic energy, much like a river, constantly moving, always seeking change and transformation. This natural momentum can be a gift, driving you to innovate, lead, and inspire others with your determination and creativity. However, like a river that rushes too fast, this energy can also lead to impatience and frustration, especially when things don't go as planned. You might set high expectations for yourself, pushing forward with relentless ambition, but at times this can turn into self-criticism, making it difficult to embrace stillness or accept delays as part of the process. This is where Buddhist wisdom offers a valuable lesson, learning to flow with life instead of constantly striving to control it. As the great Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "Let go of the need to be in control. Trust that life knows what it's doing." Those with the letter R in their name are called to cultivate patience, trust, and balance, allowing life to unfold rather than forcing every outcome. By recognizing the deeper meaning behind your name, you gain a new level of self-awareness. This isn't about superstition. It's about understanding the energies that shape you and working with them rather than against them. If your name carries the energy of movement, embrace that. but also learn when to pause, reflect, and allow things to unfold naturally. Life is not just about chasing the next big thing, but also about appreciating the present moment. So, take this knowledge as an invitation to align with your true nature and navigate life with greater ease and wisdom. If you're curious about what your name reveals about you, keep watching, because understanding this simple yet powerful truth may change how you see yourself and the world around you. 2. If your name starts with the letter S. You carry an energy of deep wisdom, intuition, and introspection. This letter resonates with those who are seekers, individuals drawn to uncovering the hidden truths of life, constantly reflecting on the mysteries of existence. People with this initial have a natural ability to sense things before they happen, almost as if they can perceive the unspoken energies of a room, a conversation, or a situation. This heightened awareness allows them to understand people and events on a profound level, making them excellent observers and deep thinkers. However, this intuitive gift can also be a heavy burden if not balanced properly. When someone sees too much, feels too deeply, and contemplates endlessly, they may withdraw into themselves, becoming overly secretive or detached from others. This tendency to keep thoughts and emotions private can create a sense of loneliness or even cause misunderstandings in relationships. While self-reflection is a powerful tool, it should not become a barrier that prevents meaningful connection with the world. Spiritually, the letter S is tied to karma and serenity. Those with this initial often carry a strong sense of responsibility for their actions, feeling deeply aware of the cause and effect nature of life. This makes them highly conscious of their choices, often striving to live with integrity and inner harmony. However, their greatest challenge is learning to balance the inner and outer worlds, to share their wisdom without fear of vulnerability, to connect with others without losing themselves in their own thoughts. 3. If your name starts with the letter A. If your name starts with the letter A, you carry a force of energy that is both powerful and dynamic, a spirit that naturally leads, initiates, and inspires. The letter A represents beginnings, courage, and leadership, symbolizing the fire of ambition that fuels pioneers, innovators, and those who are not afraid to forge their own path. People with this initial often step forward in life with confidence and determination, embodying the very essence of strength and self-reliance. But what does it truly mean to have such bold energy? Does it always serve you, or can it sometimes become an obstacle? The Buddha once said, "Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life." Fire is essential. It brings warmth, light, and transformation. But if left uncontrolled, it can also consume and destroy. Those whose names begin with A are often natural leaders, guiding others through their vision and determination. Their presence commands attention, and their ability to take initiative inspires those around them. However, with great strength comes great responsibility. This powerful independence can sometimes turn into stubbornness, making them unwilling to listen to others' perspectives. They may feel frustrated when their ideas are not valued, struggling to balance their strong will with humility. A true leader does not lead through force, but through understanding and wisdom. In Buddhism, one of the greatest teachings is the middle way, a path of balance between extremes. For people with A energy, this means learning when to push forward and when to step back, when to lead with confidence, and when to listen with openness. Spiritually, the letter A is a symbol of rebirth and purpose. In Buddhist philosophy, Every individual has a unique dharma or life mission, and those with the letter A are called to transform the world around them. The greatest challenge for those with A is to channel their passion wisely, avoiding unnecessary distractions or pursuits that lead away from their true path. Like a river that flows strongly toward its destination, their energy must be directed with clarity and purpose. So, if your name begins with A, take a moment to reflect. Are you leading with wisdom or just with force? Are you pursuing goals that nourish your soul or just chasing achievements that keep you busy? True power is not about control. It is about knowing yourself, aligning with your purpose, and using your fire to bring light, not destruction. 4. If your name starts with the letter T, you carry an energy of balance, stability, and quiet strength, a force that acts like a bridge, seamlessly connecting different aspects of life. People with this initial have a natural ability to create order out of chaos, bringing a sense of calm and reassurance wherever they go. Their presence is steady and grounding, much like a tree with deep roots that offers shade and shelter to those around it. They are the kind of individuals who can be relied upon in times of uncertainty, always ready to offer support, wisdom, and guidance to those who seek it. Yet, as strong as they are for others, have they learned to be strong for themselves? The Buddha once said, "You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection." And this is precisely the lesson that those with the letter T must embrace, balancing their sense of duty with self-care. In personality, those whose names begin with T are known for their loyalty, responsibility, and unwavering commitment to the people they love. They often take on the role of the protector or the provider, putting the needs of others before their own. Whether it's family, friends, or colleagues, they instinctively feel a duty to ensure the well-being of those around them, sometimes at the cost of their own happiness. This level of dedication is admirable, but it can also become a double-edged sword. When does devotion turn into self-sacrifice? When does being dependable become a burden rather than a virtue? Many with this initial struggle to say no, feeling guilty if they ever prioritize themselves. They may feel as though their worth is measured by how much they give, yet true compassion must begin with oneself. Spiritually, the letter T is deeply connected to Dharma, the path of purpose and righteousness. In Buddhist teachings, Dharma is not just about serving others, but also about living in alignment with one's own truth. Those with this initial are often called to find balance between their responsibilities and their inner peace. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Do you often put others before yourself, or have you learned to find balance? Let me know in the comments. Just type, "I prioritize others," if you tend to give too much, or "I'm learning balance" if you're working on self-care. Your journey matters, and I'd love to see your thoughts below. 5. If your name starts with the letter M, this letter resonates with the earth element, symbolizing stability, protection, and a deep desire to create security, both emotionally and materially. People with this initial are natural caretakers, the ones who stand firm like a mountain, offering warmth, loyalty, and unwavering support to those they love. Their presence is often a source of comfort and reliability, making others feel safe in their company. But while they are givers by nature, always ready to protect and provide, have they learned to give the same care and understanding to themselves? The Buddha once said, "You only lose what you cling to." And this is the greatest lesson for those with M energy, learning to let go, to release the need for control, and to trust that they don't have to carry the weight of the world alone. In terms of personality, individuals with the letter M are practical, determined, and solution-driven. When faced with a challenge, they don't waste time complaining. They focus on fixing, rebuilding, and moving forward. Their strong work ethic and unshakable resolve make them natural leaders, but this same determination can also turn into stubbornness, making it difficult for them to accept help or delegate responsibility. Spiritually, the letter M is about balancing emotions and learning to receive as much as one gives. In Buddhist philosophy, there is a great emphasis on harmony between action and stillness, between effort and surrender. Those with this initial must learn that giving is noble, but receiving is just as important. They need to trust that not everything is theirs to fix, not every burden is theirs to bear. 6. If your name starts with the letter E. You embody the energy of expression, freedom, and exploration. Like the wind, you are constantly moving, adapting, and seeking new experiences that stimulate your mind and soul. Your natural curiosity drives you to learn, create, and communicate, making you someone who thrives on sharing ideas and inspiring others with your enthusiasm. Whether through words, art, or action, you have a gift for bringing people together, connecting different perspectives, and breathing life into conversations and experiences. But with this ever-expanding energy, have you ever felt like you're always chasing something? The next adventure, the next challenge, the next source of excitement, only to find that contentment always seems just out of reach. The Buddha once said, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment." And this is the greatest lesson for those with E energy, to embrace the present, rather than constantly seeking what's next. Your personality reflects a restless spirit, always eager to explore the unknown and push beyond boundaries. You are naturally creative, innovative, and full of ideas, but at times, this desire for newness can lead to scattered energy or dissatisfaction. If you don't find a clear purpose to anchor you, you may feel as though you're always searching but never truly arriving. The letter E is connected to the universal flow of life, representing the ability to accept change and adapt with wisdom. In Buddhism, this aligns with the teaching of impermanence, anicca, the understanding that everything in life is temporary and always changing. Those with this initial must learn to trust the unfolding of life, rather than constantly striving for the next big thing. A Buddhist story tells of a monk who watched a river flow endlessly, never stopping, never holding on to anything. When asked what he learned, he replied, "Life is like the river. When we stop resisting and instead flow with it, we find peace." If your name begins with E, your journey is about finding balance between movement and mindfulness. 7. If your name starts with the letter L. You carry an energy that is deeply rooted in harmony, love, and kindness. People with this initial often radiate a natural sense of peace, making them a source of comfort and support for those around them. Like the gentle flow of water, they bring a calm and soothing presence wherever they go, seeking balance in all aspects of life. They have an innate desire to create beauty, whether in their relationships, their surroundings, or within themselves. However, this pursuit of harmony can sometimes lead them to idealism, leaving them vulnerable to disappointment when reality doesn't match their expectations. In terms of personality, individuals with the letter L are known for their kindness, patience, and empathy. Their generosity shines through in the way they offer their time, energy, and care to others, often putting the needs of loved ones above their own. People admire them for their ability to understand emotions deeply, always knowing the right words to say or the right gesture to offer. Do you sometimes feel that your kindness is taken for granted? The challenge for those with L energy is learning to set healthy boundaries, to understand that being compassionate does not mean neglecting oneself. True love and kindness must include self-care, because one cannot pour from an empty cup. Spiritually, the letter L is linked to compassion and the principle of interdependence, the awareness that all things are connected. In Buddhist philosophy, this reflects the idea that our thoughts, words, and actions ripple through the world, affecting not just ourselves, but the collective whole. 8. If your name starts with the letter P. People with this initial are naturally deep thinkers, always searching for the deeper meaning behind life's experiences. They are drawn to understanding, analyzing, and uncovering truths that others may overlook, making them natural seekers of wisdom. Their minds are sharp, their focus is strong, and they approach life with a sense of discipline and purpose. However, this intense desire for clarity and control can sometimes become a burden. Have you ever found yourself overthinking, caught in a loop of trying to predict or perfect every outcome? The Buddha once said, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment." This is a crucial teaching for those with P energy, learning that while careful planning is valuable, true peace comes from accepting and adapting to life's uncertainties. In personality, those whose names begin with P are highly focused, detail-oriented, and visionary. They thrive on structure, strategy, and discipline, always ensuring that every step is well thought out before they take action. This makes them highly capable of achieving great things, as their persistence and patience help them turn ideas into reality. However, with this strong desire for precision and control, they may struggle when faced with unexpected changes or setbacks. The letter P is connected to meditation and mindfulness, the practice of quieting the mind to find true peace within. In Buddhism, silence is often considered the gateway to wisdom, as clarity and understanding arise when the mind is still. 9. If your name starts with the letter V, you embody the energy of transformation, resilience, and victory. Like a mountain that stands unshaken through storms, you possess a strong will and an unbreakable spirit, always pushing forward despite challenges. You are driven by determination, capable of achieving great things through sheer persistence and ambition. Your personality is marked by courage, resilience, and leadership. You have a natural ability to inspire and guide others, standing as a pillar of determination and ambition. People respect your confidence and strong sense of purpose, but sometimes your intensity can make you appear stubborn or inflexible. Spiritually, the letter V is connected to overcoming karmic cycles and transcending challenges. In Buddhism, the path to enlightenment is not about winning, but about understanding and rising above suffering. 10. If your name starts with the letter G, you carry a natural energy of curiosity, vision, and intellectual expansion. Your mind is always seeking to explore new ideas, uncover deeper truths, and push the boundaries of what is possible. People with this initial often have a thirst for knowledge, not just in a practical sense, but also in a way that connects to something greater, whether through philosophy, spirituality, or a constant search for meaning. Your ability to think differently, to see what others overlook, and to embrace innovation makes you stand out. But have you ever felt like your mind is too full of ideas, leading to indecision or frustration? The Buddha once said, "A jug fills drop by drop." This is a powerful reminder that while growth and learning are essential, progress happens one step at a time. You don't need to have all the answers at once. Sometimes the greatest wisdom comes from learning to trust the process. In terms of personality, those with the letter G are naturally analytical, practical, and highly creative. They love solving problems, thinking outside the box, and finding unique solutions to challenges. Their minds are wired to connect patterns, foresee opportunities, and innovate, which often leads them to success in business, technology, or creative fields. However, this very strength can also be a challenge. The letter G is deeply connected to growth and enlightenment, mirroring the Buddhist journey of continuous learning. In Buddhism, wisdom is not something that comes all at once, but rather something that unfolds through experience, patience, and self-awareness. A well-known Buddhist story tells of a student who came to his master, eager to learn everything there was to know. The master simply smiled and handed him a book, saying, "Read 1 page a day, and in time you will understand." Impatient, the student rushed through the entire book in a day, only to realize he had learned nothing. True wisdom is not about how much you learn, but how deeply you absorb it. If your name begins with G, your greatest challenge is to find peace in the journey itself, rather than constantly seeking the next breakthrough or chasing unrealistic expectations. I'd love to hear from you. Do you find yourself constantly seeking new knowledge, or have you learned to slow down and trust the process? Drop a quick comment below. Just type "always searching" if you're always chasing new ideas, or "learning to slow down" if you're working on patience. Let's see where everyone stands. 11. If your name starts with the letter Z. In Buddhist teachings, Z represents the end of cycles and the beginning of new ones, much like the constant cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. You have a deep understanding that everything in life is temporary, and this allows you to adapt, evolve, and reinvent yourself when faced with challenges. While others may struggle with change, you see it as a natural part of life, embracing transformation with clarity and purpose. But have you ever felt like this detachment from the past makes you seem distant to others? The Buddha once said, "To live a pure, unselfish life, one must count nothing as one's own in the midst of abundance." Those with Z energy often have a broad, far-reaching perspective, but the challenge lies in balancing this wisdom with warmth and connection to those around them. In terms of personality, people with the letter Z are known for their intuition, practicality, and decisiveness. They see the bigger picture when others get lost in the details, making them natural problem solvers and leaders in their personal and professional lives. Their ability to cut through distractions and focus on what truly matters gives them a unique strength, but it can also make them seem aloof or emotionally distant. Spiritually, the letter Z is deeply connected to impermanence and detachment, two of the most profound Buddhist teachings. The concept of anicca, or impermanence, teaches that nothing in this world is fixed. Everything is constantly changing, and clinging to the past only leads to suffering. 12. If your name starts with the letter B. You are someone who instinctively creates harmony in your surroundings, offering support, care, and stability to those in need. Like a tree that provides shade and shelter, you naturally become a source of comfort and security for your loved ones. In Buddhism, the letter B symbolizes compassion, an ability to bring peace to others simply through your presence. You may find yourself drawn to helping, listening, and offering kindness without expecting anything in return. In terms of personality, those with the letter B are often gentle, loyal, and deeply empathetic. You are someone who values personal relationships above all, making you a devoted friend, partner, and family member. People admire your kind heart, and they trust you because you offer genuine emotional support. But while your ability to care for others is a strength, it can also become your greatest challenge. Spiritually, the letter B is associated with interconnectedness and emotional balance. 13. If your name starts with the letter C. The letter C symbolizes the ability to bridge gaps between people, ideas, and perspectives, making you someone who can bring fresh solutions and inspire others. Your mind is always active, buzzing with thoughts, possibilities, and new ways to engage with the world. But with such expansive energy, do you ever feel like you're constantly trying to meet expectations, struggling to balance your own voice with the demands of those around you? The Buddha once said, "Do not speak unless it improves upon the silence." This wisdom serves as a powerful reminder that communication is not just about speaking, it's also about knowing when to listen, reflect, and embrace stillness. In terms of personality, those with the letter C are often charismatic, expressive, and socially dynamic. You thrive in conversation, connection, and creative expression, making you someone who naturally stands out in both personal and professional circles. Your ability to bring enthusiasm, humor, and innovation into any situation makes you a valued presence. However, with this gift for engagement and expression, there also comes a challenge: the tendency to feel overwhelmed by external pressures, expectations, or the need to please everyone. Spiritually, the letter C is deeply connected to impermanence, a core Buddhist teaching that reminds us that life is always changing, always in motion. Just as conversations flow and creativity evolves, everything in existence is temporary, and trying to control or hold on to everything is like trying to catch the wind. 14. If your name starts with the letter D, you carry an energy of stability, discipline, and perseverance. You are the kind of person others rely on, the one who stands firm in the face of adversity, offering guidance, structure, and unwavering support. People with this initial often become pillars of strength for those around them, naturally stepping into roles of responsibility and leadership. Your grounded nature helps you stay focused on goals, work through challenges, and build a strong foundation in life. But have you ever felt that this commitment to stability comes at the cost of flexibility? Do you ever struggle to let go when things don't go as planned? The Buddha once said, "To conquer oneself is a greater task than conquering others." This is an essential lesson for those with D energy, understanding that true strength is not just about discipline and persistence, but also about knowing when to adapt, when to release control, and when to trust life's unfolding path. Your personality is defined by practicality, determination, and reliability. You believe in hard work, consistency, and building something that lasts. Whether in your career, relationships, or personal projects, you approach life with a sense of duty and purpose. However, this strong sense of responsibility can sometimes turn into rigidity, making it difficult for you to accept change or take a step back. Spiritually, the letter D is connected to discipline and inner mastery. In Buddhism, this reflects the practice of diligence, virya, the ability to stay committed to growth while also embracing the natural impermanence of life. 15. If your name starts with the letter D, you carry the energy of dedication, discipline, and determination, a combination that makes you naturally reliable, hard-working, and focused on long-term goals. You are someone who values stability and commitment, and when you set your sights on something, you pursue it with unwavering persistence. Your name reflects a sense of duty, not just to yourself, but to a greater purpose. In Buddhist teachings, dedication is an essential quality on the path to enlightenment, reminding us that growth is not achieved in a single moment, but through consistent effort over time. Your personality is marked by determination, leadership, and a results-driven mindset. People respect your ability to stay focused, take responsibility, and turn ideas into reality. Spiritually, the letter D is connected to commitment and steady progress. In Buddhism, the journey to enlightenment is not about reaching a final destination, but about consistent daily practice, small mindful actions, and learning from every experience. Many people believe that success, whether spiritual, personal, or professional, comes from making big leaps, but in reality, it is built step by step, through patience and persistence. 16. If your name starts with the letter F, you embody the energy of love, harmony, and service. You are someone who moves through life with a deep sense of justice, kindness, and a desire to uplift others, always seeking to bring balance and peace to those around you. Your natural altruism makes you a person people trust and admire, and your ability to see the best in others allows you to build genuine connections. This energy is beautifully aligned with the Buddhist principle of metta, or loving kindness, which teaches that true happiness comes from selfless compassion. Your personality is marked by sensitivity, kindness, and an unwavering sense of loyalty. You have a natural ability to empathize, often understanding people's emotions before they even speak. This makes you a peacemaker, someone who can resolve conflicts with wisdom and diplomacy. People turn to you for support because they know you genuinely care. Spiritually, the letter F represents the practice of compassionate love, a path that requires both giving and protecting one's own inner peace. In Buddhism, this is the teaching of the middle way, finding balance between caring for others and maintaining personal well-being. True love and compassion are not measured by how much you give away, but by how well you balance your heart, ensuring that your kindness remains a source of strength, not exhaustion. 17. If your name starts with the letter H, your presence is steady and controlled, and you approach life with a calm yet powerful determination. People with this initial tend to be strategic thinkers, excelling in planning, organizing, and executing their goals with precision. You are someone who values efficiency over impulsiveness, carefully weighing decisions before taking action. This gives you a unique strength, the ability to overcome obstacles with patience and wisdom rather than force. But have you ever felt that your strong focus on logic and practicality sometimes makes it difficult for others to connect with you emotionally? The Buddha once said, "To understand everything is to forgive everything." This reminds us that true wisdom is not just about being strong and successful, but also about understanding the emotions of others and allowing yourself to be seen, not just as a leader, but as a person with depth and feeling. Your personality is defined by practicality, discipline, and focus. You are someone who values order and structure, preferring to plan carefully rather than act on impulse. People see you as reliable, efficient, and determined, and they admire your ability to stay calm, even in challenging situations. However, because you tend to be reserved with emotions, others may sometimes perceive you as distant or difficult to read. Spiritually, the letter H represents the pursuit of inner harmony, mirroring the Buddhist principle of balance between action and contemplation. In life, there is a time to plan, build, and achieve, but also a time to pause, reflect, and connect. 18. If your name starts with the letter K. You are naturally driven by ambition, always looking ahead, eager to break boundaries and create change. Your presence is dynamic, and your mind is wired for original thinking, allowing you to see possibilities where others see limitations. People with this initial are often fearless in pursuing what seems impossible, embracing challenges with a determination that sets them apart. But with such strong ambition, do you ever find yourself frustrated when progress doesn't come as quickly as you expect? Have you ever felt that your desire to move forward makes you impatient with those who don't share your vision? The Buddha once said, "With our thoughts, we make the world." This wisdom speaks directly to those with K energy, reminding you that while your drive and ideas are powerful, true success comes not just from pushing forward, but from knowing when to pause, reflect, and channel your energy wisely. Your personality is marked by vision, intuition, and an unshakable belief in your ability to create something meaningful. You have a gift for seeing beyond the present, recognizing opportunities before others do, and taking risks that most people shy away from. Your independent spirit and confidence make you a natural leader, but have you ever noticed that your intensity sometimes causes you to overlook details or dismiss ideas that don't immediately align with your vision? Spiritually, the letter K is deeply connected to the Buddhist principle of right effort, one of the key teachings in the Noble Eightfold Path. This concept emphasizes the importance of directing one's energy toward meaningful pursuits rather than wasting it on distractions or unnecessary struggles. True success is not just about pushing forward, it's about knowing when to step back, refine your path, and ensure that your efforts are leading you towards something truly fulfilling. 19. If your name starts with the letter N. You are someone who thrives on change, new experiences, and fresh ideas, constantly seeking to expand your understanding of the world. Your mind is restless yet creative, always moving, always searching for the next exciting opportunity. This makes you highly versatile and quick-thinking, capable of adapting to life's shifts with ease. Your personality is a blend of independence, curiosity, and a practical approach to life, but at the same time, you have a dreamer's heart. You love new challenges, different perspectives, and the thrill of discovery, yet this same restlessness can sometimes leave you feeling ungrounded. Spiritually, the letter N is connected to the Buddhist concept of flow, symbolizing the ability to accept impermanence and live fully in the present moment. This is one of the core teachings of Buddhism, understanding that life is always changing, and resisting this natural flow leads to suffering. Your energy allows you to embrace change rather than fear it, making you someone who thrives in uncertainty rather than being held back by it. True success and peace come not from constantly seeking what's new, but from learning to appreciate what is in front of you, finishing what you start, and grounding yourself in the present while still keeping your adventurous spirit alive. 20. If your name starts with the letter O. You have a natural inclination towards seeking balance, structure, and meaning in everything you do, always striving to complete what you start with a sense of commitment and discipline. Unlike those who easily get distracted or leave things unfinished, you find deep satisfaction in seeing things through to the end, ensuring that your work is meaningful and impactful. Your personality is marked by organization, reliability, and a results-driven mindset. You excel at solving problems, making decisions, and bringing stability to chaotic situations, which makes others see you as someone they can depend on. You have a strong work ethic and value efficiency, but at times this desire for order can lead to rigidity. Spiritually, the letter O is deeply connected to the Buddhist principle of interdependence, which teaches that everything in life is connected and part of a greater whole. Nothing exists in isolation, and true wisdom comes from recognizing that our actions, thoughts, and decisions impact the world around us. True harmony comes not from forcing things into order, but from understanding that life's balance includes both structure and spontaneity, both effort and surrender. 20. 1. If your name starts with the letter Q, you are someone who naturally seeks knowledge, analyzes the world with a sharp mind, and constantly questions the deeper truths of life. Your curiosity is not superficial. You don't just accept things at face value, but instead you dig deeper, exploring the why behind everything. This ability to think outside the box, challenge norms, and embrace unconventional perspectives sets you apart from others. Your personality is defined by creativity, independence, and a desire to solve problems in unique ways. You don't just follow traditional paths. Instead, you forge your own, finding solutions that others might overlook. You are not afraid to question authority, challenge conventional wisdom, and explore perspectives that most people ignore. The letter Q is connected to the practice of wisdom and the exploration of deeper truths. In Buddhism, wisdom is not just about seeking answers, but about learning to be comfortable with not always knowing. True understanding is not just found in thinking, but in living, feeling, and trusting that sometimes not knowing is the greatest wisdom of all. 22. If your name starts with the letter U, your presence is welcoming, and you have a natural ability to connect deeply with others, offering encouragement and support that helps them reach their full potential. Like water flowing effortlessly around obstacles, you adapt easily to change, finding creative and unexpected ways to move forward, even when life presents challenges. Your energy is uplifting, and people are drawn to you because of your optimistic and empathetic nature. Your personality is defined by empathy, resilience, and an ability to see the best in every situation. Even in difficult times, you manage to find hope, solutions, and wisdom, making you a strong presence for those in need. People see you as a source of encouragement, someone who lifts their spirits and reminds them of their own inner strength. Spiritually, the letter U is associated with the idea of unity, reflecting the Buddhist principle of interconnectedness. This teaching reminds us that everything is connected, and every action, thought, and emotion influences the greater whole. True harmony comes not from constantly pouring into others, but from ensuring that your own cup is full, so that when you give, you do so from a place of strength, not depletion. 23. If your name starts with the letter X, your presence is magnetic, and there is something about you that makes people curious. You stand out not by force, but because your energy is bold, unconventional, and always evolving. You have a natural thirst for change, constantly seeking new experiences, challenges, and ideas that push you beyond the ordinary. Unlike those who fear the unknown, you embrace it, making you a pioneer in your own right, someone who walks an untrodden path with confidence. Your personality is defined by intuition, courage, and an ability to navigate the unknown with fearlessness. You are not someone who follows convention. Instead, you create your own rules, carving out a unique path that others may not understand but admire from a distance. You take risks, push boundaries, and often lead in ways that surprise even yourself. Happiness is not found in moving endlessly. It is found in knowing where you stand. If your name begins with X, this lesson is for you. Your greatest challenge is finding balance between embracing change and cultivating stability, ensuring that your adventurous spirit is not just movement for the sake of movement, but growth that leads to something meaningful. Spiritually, the letter X is connected to transformation and renewal, much like the Buddhist teaching of impermanence, anicca, which reminds us that everything in life is constantly changing, and our ability to flow with this truth determines our inner peace. Your energy is a reflection of this teaching. You are constantly evolving, shedding past versions of yourself and seeking deeper clarity. True power comes not just from being unafraid of change, but from ensuring that every transformation leads you closer to your authentic self. Your path is not about resisting movement. It is about making sure that each step is taken with intention, wisdom, and a clear vision of who you are becoming. 20. 4. If your name starts with the letter Y, you are someone who constantly questions, evaluates, and seeks balance in every aspect of life, always weighing choices carefully before making a decision. Your mind is sharp, analytical, and naturally drawn to understanding the deeper truths of existence, yet this gift of intellect can sometimes become a source of overthinking and hesitation. Your personality reflects a thoughtful and strategic nature. You are deliberate in your actions, valuing logic, clarity, and well-planned decisions. You take the time to understand situations fully before acting, which makes you a great problem solver and a voice of reason for those around you. Spiritually, the letter Y is connected to the search for clarity and purpose, mirroring the Buddhist practice of meditation, which teaches that inner peace is not found in having all the answers, but in learning to be present with what is. Meditation helps quiet the mind, allowing clarity to arise not through force, but through acceptance and stillness. True wisdom comes not from knowing everything, but from having the courage to move forward even when the path is unclear. Learning to trust yourself, embrace uncertainty, and take action even when you don't have all the answers will lead you to the balance and peace you are seeking. 25. If your name starts with the letter I, your mind is sharp, your vision is direct, and you have an innate ability to see beyond surface appearances. Like a beam of light cutting through darkness, you seek understanding, precision, and simplicity in all aspects of life. Your nature is logical, analytical, and disciplined, making you someone who values order and efficiency. You are driven by a quest for truth and perfection, always striving to improve yourself and the world around you. Your personality is defined by determination, discipline, and an intense power of concentration. You have the ability to analyze situations deeply, plan with precision, and stay committed to your goals, making you highly effective in anything you set your mind to. People admire your work ethic, intelligence, and ability to solve problems with logic rather than emotion. Spiritually, the letter I symbolizes illumination and self-awareness, aligning with the Buddhist journey toward wisdom. Are you allowing yourself to feel as deeply as you think, or are you relying solely on logic to navigate life? The path to true understanding is not about controlling every outcome, but about learning to balance knowledge with acceptance, discipline with surrender, and perfection with the beauty of imperfection. Your greatest strength is your clarity of mind, but your greatest lesson is learning that sometimes the clearest path is the one you simply allow yourself to walk without overthinking every step. 26. If your name starts with the letter J, you are someone who thrives on new experiences, bold decisions, and pushing past limits. Your spirit is naturally optimistic and determined, making you someone who seeks opportunities rather than waits for them. You are not afraid to stand out, take risks, and carve your own path, leading others by example. Your personality is marked by courage, ambition, and an ability to inspire others. People look to you as a leader, someone who has the confidence to take the first step when others hesitate. You are driven by passion and purpose, always seeking ways to grow, build, and achieve. Spiritually, the letter J is connected to faith and trust in the journey of life, much like the Buddhist teaching of surrendering to the present moment. True power comes not just from boldness and leadership, but from knowing when to pause, listen, and let the journey unfold naturally. Your greatest challenge is to find stillness within your drive, ensuring that your ambition is guided by wisdom rather than impulse, and that your leadership is built on purpose rather than pressure. 27. If your name starts with the letter W, you are someone who thrives on change, exploration, and new experiences, always looking for the next challenge or opportunity to expand your mind and your life. Your adaptability allows you to navigate difficulties with ease, and your natural enthusiasm makes you a source of inspiration and excitement for those around you. Your personality is defined by adventure, curiosity, and strong communication skills. You are someone who loves to connect with people, exchange ideas, and dive into new experiences, making you highly engaging and full of life and enthusiasm. While your energy brings you success in many areas, learning to focus and commit deeply will allow you to make a lasting impact rather than spreading yourself too thin. A well-known Buddhist story tells of a young man who wanted to learn everything at once. He studied a little of medicine, a little of poetry, a little of philosophy, but mastered none. One day his teacher gave him a candle and said, "Try to light 100 lamps at the same time." The young man failed as his candle quickly burned out. The teacher then said, "Focus on one, and soon all will be illuminated." If your name begins with W, this lesson applies to you. Your energy is powerful, but it becomes even stronger when it is channeled with purpose. Spiritually, the letter W is closely linked to impermanence, a fundamental Buddhist teaching that reminds us that life is constantly in flux, and nothing stays the same forever. The greatest challenge for you is to find peace within movement, to understand that you don't need to explore every path at once, and that true fulfillment comes not just from new experiences, but from learning to be fully present in each one. Your strength is your adaptability, but your wisdom will come from learning when to pause, when to commit, and when to embrace the stillness that allows true transformation to take place. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this journey. Your name carries a unique vibration that shapes the way you connect with the world, personally, professionally, and spiritually. In Buddhism, every sound and energy we emit influences what we attract. and understanding this can help you align more deeply with your true purpose. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Do you feel that your name's first letter reflects who you are? How has this insight changed your perspective on self-awareness and personal growth? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video meaningful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The Journey of Wisdom for more reflections on self-discovery, mindfulness, and Buddhist teachings. Your support helps bring more content like this to life. Thank you for being part of this exploration, and I'll see you in the next one.